The Plovdir commune is a rather interesting place that has been left mostly untouched since the supermassive war occurred long ago between the Union and the Syndicate. This war actually was what created the neutral zone, which Plovdir is a part of. The people here are very weary of outsiders, but work together to ensure that they are able to continue surviving. Nand Yates and Heba Sadek have been dispatched from the Psionic Compact, as their sensors picked up a change in energy levels around Plovdir, indicating a child with the gift has potentially begun their awakening. As it is the Compact's duty to acquire all psionic children, they must act quickly. Will their acquisition go smoothly? What will they run into on their way to find this gifted child? Welcome back to Superstellar.
Heba, how are things with Avery going?
A lot better, actually. We've had a lot less fights recently. I think that advice you gave me has really helped.
See, it's just like I told you. You can't force things to go a certain way. You just have to try to build a mutual understanding. I'm glad I was able to help.
Yeah, thanks, Nand. I really appreciate it. What about you? Anything new in your love life?
Oh no, I couldn't subject another person to that. I believe that torture is banned across the entire galaxy. Joking aside, I don't even know if I'm particularly interested at the moment. I'm pretty satisfied with where I'm at right now, to be honest. Besides, I dedicate so much of my time to the Compact that I don't think anyone else would want to deal with that.
Well, obviously you don't ever have to. But if you ever do get in the game, you're a great guy, Nand. Anyone would be lucky to have you.
Believe me, all I need right now is the Compact and the friends I've made there. I do appreciate your kind words, though.
Stop right there, fellas. We've had some reports of outsiders lurking around our building. I take it you're those people. You're drawing a lot of attention from the people here walking around with your fancy devices.
I assure you we mean no harm with our presence here.
Not being here to cause harm isn't exactly a good reason to be invading our home. What are a couple of people from outside doing here in the NZ?
We're just here to meet an acquaintance of ours.
Is that so? Who's your acquaintance?
Gustavo Jacobson? Perhaps you could help us find him. If my memory serves me correctly, he's in Unit 356.
Well, you're heading the right way. Don't cause any trouble around here, and you won't get any in return. Enjoy your visit with your friend.
Thank you, most graciously. We will do our best to stay out of trouble.
I think you could probably talk your way out of a black hole, Nand. I thought that was for sure going to escalate. You didn't even need to use your powers.
Simple solutions to simple problems, Heba. When we can, of course. Besides, we've still got a way to go here, so I may need my strength later on.
You're right. These things never seem to go quite as smooth as we'd hope.
I guess danger is a perk of the job.
Speaking of jobs, did you ever do any thinking on that Sustantia incident?
Not much thinking to be had, if I'm honest. It's something we've seen a lot recently. Psionic bursts, followed by a grisly scene. Seems to be something of a pattern. It's absolutely possible that something natural is happening with the unknown, or that someone's figured out some kind of weapon that taps into it.
Even Errol?
Even Errol. I understand your concerns. He's certainly flippant with our rules, which I think is unacceptable. But there's a big difference between pushing the boundary of what restraint is and being a full-blown murderer. If I'm honest, it does seem like you have it out for him sometimes.
I just think he should be under more scrutiny. He's constantly pushing the boundaries. Boundaries that exist for important reasons. Maybe you haven't seen it as much, because you Inquisitors don't come over to our training grounds very often. But he's definitely stirring up some powerful questions.
I suppose the point I was making was that I don't think he would murder anyone. He definitely couldn't murder anyone with his psionics. His amplifiers track just like everyone else's. If he tried something, we'd know in an instant.
All I'm saying is the Triad should be doing a better job to rein him in. They've been working on it, but they can't do much without Liva unless she gets out of the hospital.
I'm sure Liva will be stepping down very soon here as Master Seer, and you'll get back your control over Erold once someone new is elected. Is he even under your leadership?
Thank goodness, no. He's serving under Pete. I certainly have enough on my plate with leading that group and training my Tyro.
How is that training going, by the way?
Well, Amina is starting to pick up some of the ins and outs of being a Guardian. It's tricky to start, but once you get the hang of it, the powers become second nature. We're mainly focusing on strength augmentation right now, and she basically just got her first breakthrough pushing psionic energy through her muscles. We'll see.
Why isn't she here with us today? Surely there's plenty to learn from myself and you on this mission.
They don't really like us to take them out on stuff like this until they're a little older. You never know what can happen on these acquisition missions. You'd know that if you'd take on a Tyro.
Well, when one comes that needs my guidance, I will surely step in. Triad does seem to have punished me for not taking on a Tyro by tossing a bunch of fresh Inquisitors in my leadership group. Looks like this is it. Apartment 356.
This place has seen better days. I guess this whole commune probably has.
I doubt it. This used to be a military barracks during the Supermassive War. The neutral zone was hit pretty hard then. It doesn't look like this place was ever fixed up in the time. Let's see if anyone's home.
What the hell do you want?
Are you Gustavo Jacobson?
Nope.
We're not here for you. It's about your son, Dario.
My son is only 8. He has no issues with anyone.
Don't worry, he's not in any trouble. In fact, quite the opposite. It would seem he was born with a gift.
What are you talking about? We're just trying to get by in the commune. We don't want whatever private school or whatever you're offering. We're perfectly happy with what we got here.
Dario was born with the ability to harness universal energy, to bend this reality to his will. Heba and I are Psions with the Psionic Compact. We're here to take him in.
Psions? Right. And I'm actually a Union senator living out here in some commune. This has to be some kind of joke.
No jokes here. We are merely fulfilling our duty to the Compact and the galaxy itself. If you would, please, we really can't leave without him in our custody.
Whatever duty you're here to fulfill isn't my problem. I'm not going to give up my son to some weirdos in cloaks that just showed up at my doorstep. Leave us alone or we will have a problem.
With all due respect, sir, we're not leaving without him. You're free to come with us if you wish. We provide accommodation for any family members of gifted individuals, if you wish to stay by his side. He needs the training we provide for his own good, trust me.
Harboring a scion outside of the Compact is also a breach of galactic law.
Whatever. I'm calling the guard. I suggest you get out of here.
Well, we tried the nice way. Guess we'll have to do things a bit more unsavory-like. Should be a fun report when we get back to the Compact. Don't think this flimsy old door should be an issue for you, right?
We're plenty nice. We just also like to be direct. You've seen me tear through much stronger things than this before, Nand. This door is nothing.
Guard! These guys are trying to kidnap my son!
We warned you about causing trouble. Surrender now and we'll just take you in. We don't want any bloodshed.
We don't either. I guarantee you this is all a misunderstanding. We can clear all of this up, I promise. We are here in accordance with galactic law that I would gladly explain to you if we can all just put our weapons down.
You lied to us once when you said you were coming to meet your friend. We won't make the mistake of believing you again. This is your last chance to come peacefully.
Nand.
We are Psions, humans capable of bending the very fabrics of our universe. Dario is also one of them. The boy is a danger to all of you and himself without our training that will teach him to control his powers and allow him to grow up surrounded by people like him. Without us, he's very likely to end up hurting someone else or himself. It is our duty to protect the galaxy from ourselves, and that duty is enshrined in the Psionic Treaty that is valid across the entire galaxy.
Oh, hang on. You guys are with the Psionic Compact? Hold your fire, guys. I heard the legends, I just didn't know they were true. Can you guys show me your powers?
I would, but I am quite tired at the moment. Heba, would you like to show off?
Very well. I'll play along. One of you shoot me.
Beg your pardon?
Shoot me.
Well, alright. Whoa.
You can verify all my information here if you'd like. I promise we are not here to cause trouble.
My boy, he can do things like that.
Like that and so much more, Gustavo. We really don't want to steal him from you, but he needs us. These powers are physically draining. Without proper control, he very well could kill himself without meaning to, and I wouldn't wish that for any father or child. Come with us, Gustavo. We'll have a nice place for you, plenty of food, and lots of kind souls. It can be a new home for the both of you. You can watch as your son begins his new life.
Plovdir has been my family's home for generations. To leave it would be like spitting in my ancestors' faces, throwing away everything we built. If you say my son could hurt himself if he does not go with you, then that is something I cannot let happen. Do you promise you'll take good care of him?
Of course. The Compact is filled with good people and good role models for him to follow. I'll make sure he comes back to see his father often.
You mean it? You'll let him visit?
I will make sure of it. You have my word, Gustavo.
All right then. I suppose I will trust you. I apologize for all of this.
I cannot blame you. We get this reaction very often when we encounter new scions. I suppose there's just some sort of natural defensive reaction people have to strangers showing up at their door and asking to take their children.
Her surprise news of literal magicians doesn't spread across the galaxy like wildfire. How come no one else knows about you guys?
Well, we are an exceedingly rare group within the galaxy. We try to mind our business when we can, so we don't generally mess with other people too much. Oh, which reminds me. If you would ever like to visit, here is a star chart to get to Verona, our home planet. Trust me, you won't find this on any other maps. We tend to like our privacy.
Let me go get Dario and say some goodbyes. You'll let him bring some things with him, right?
Of course. We can carry anything you need us to back to our ship. We'll, also make sure this door gets taken care of. Sorry about that. Thanks for the assist, Heba.
I try my best to keep you from getting yourself shot on these escapades.
Oh, it's not something I haven't been through before.
Wait, you've been shot before? When?
Plenty of our jobs are dangerous. Perhaps I will elaborate another time. May we leave it at that for now? Please.
Alright, I respect that, Nand. Just know that if you need to talk about it, I'll be right here. As your best friend, that's my duty. You did a real bang-up job on the door.
I suppose I did. Not so easy to stitch the very fabrics of things back together after a guardian rips them apart.
I thought you liked solving problems.
Why, hello, young man. I assume that you're Dario? My name is Inquisitor Nand Yates, and this is my friend, Guardian Heba Sadek. We're here because you are very special. You see, we are capable of utilizing energy all around us, across the entire universe, to our own devices. Basically, we can use magic, and you can too. We'd like to take you to a special school on our home planet, Verona. You'll meet a lot of new friends in there, and learn to control your powers. Does that sound like something you're interested in? Well then. Welcome to the Compact, young one.
Welcome. We're glad to have you.
We'll keep in touch, Gustavo. I promise you, your son is going to do great things.
Thank you, Nand. Take care, son.
Come along, Dario. There is much ahead for you to learn.